Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Beggar King, a Hangman's Daughter tale by Oliver Pötzsch, translated by Lee Shadane, performed by Grover Gardner. Dedication. For Katrin, with love. It takes a strong woman to put up with a Kuisl. Whenever a soldier is born, 3 peasants are chosen for him, one to provide his fare, another to procure him a lusty wench, and a third one to go to hell in his stead. A verse from the 30 Years' War. Prologue. Somewhere in the midst of the 30 Years' War, November 1637 A.D. The riders of the apocalypse wore blood-red leggings, tattered uniforms, and coats that fluttered in the wind like flags behind them. Their weapons were rusty and battered from killing, and their horses nothing but mangy old nags with dull, mud-encrusted coats. Silent, hidden behind a dense line of trees, the men stared at the sleepy village to which they would shortly bring death and destruction. There were 12 of them, a haggard, hungry dozen. They had looted, murdered, and raped, again and again. Years ago they may have been men, but now they were just empty shells. A consuming madness flashed in their eyes. Their leader, a wiry young Frank in colorful mercenary garb, chewed on a frayed blade of grass and sucked in saliva through a space between his teeth. He saw smoke rising from the chimneys of the houses nestled along the forest edge, and nodded with satisfaction. "Looks like we may have found ourselves something here." He tossed the blade of grass and reached for the blood and rust-stained saber at his side. The sounds of women and children rose up from below. The man grinned. "Looks to be women, too." A pimple-faced youth at his side giggled. He looked like a ferret, slightly stooped, clutching the reins of his scrawny nag with long, thin fingers. His eyes darted back and forth restlessly. He was not a day over 16, but the war had made an old man of him. "You're a real bastard, Philip," he rasped, running his tongue over his cracked lips. "You think of only one thing." "Shut up, Carl," said a stout, pot-bellied, bearded man on the left. He had the same straggly black hair as the Frank and the youth next to him. They were all brothers, with the same empty stare, as bitter.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?